happened a story you must see to believe. Way up in the mountains, in the high range of Pontoos, lay the small town of Whoville, the home of the Whos. Ask any Who, and they'll have this to say: there's no place like Whoville around Christmas Day. Every window was flocked, every lamppost was dressed, and the Whoville band marched in their Christmassy best. Arbor Day was fine and Easter was pleasant, and every St. Fizz's Day they ate the fizz pheasant. But every Who knew, from their 12 toes to their snout, they loved Christmas the most, without a single Who doubt.
Cindy, we got a snoozle phone for your brother Drew, and a snoozle phone for your brother Stu, a munkle for your uncle, a famp for your aunt, and a fampaw for your cousin Leon. So we just need Cindy? Cindy Lou? Honey, where are you?
Dad, doesn't this seem like a bit much?
This is what Christmas is all about. Can't you feel it?
Yes, every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be that his head wasn't screwed on just right, or it could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Christmas, right?
I guess.
You guess.
What's everyone doing, Mom? And everyone getting on about it. Doesn't this seem
Did somebody say the Grinch? Don't need to remind you. This marks the 1000th jubilation. Whoville must treasure it. Every Who knows in the book of Who's. Treasure it.
So whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood outside his cave, hating the Who's.
Curses, it's their whole jubilation.
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here.
Yes, the Grinch knew tomorrow all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early and rush for their toys.
And then the noise. Oh, the noise, 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 noise. They'll crash on Jane Dinglers and sash on Zane Winglers. They'll dash on their boing loungers and bounce on their boing wounders.
Then the Who's young and old would sit down to a feast, and they'll feast and they'll feast.
And they'll feast, 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 feast. Why, they'll be feasting on Who pudding and rare Who roast beasts. And that is something I just cannot stand in the least.
And the more the Grinch thought of what Christmas would bring, the more the Grinch thought,
I must stop this whole thing. Why, for years I put up with it now. I have to stop Christmas from coming. How?
and he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
Got it.
The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and coat.
Why, with this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. Drax, got the reindeer.
Did that stop the old Grinch? No. So he called his dog Max.
Max!
And he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on top of his head. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care, when he came to the first little house on the square.
Come on, Max. This is going to be our first stop.
The old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist.
Wait here.
He slid down the chimney a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue. Where the little Who stockings all hung in a row.
These are the first to go.
Then he slunk to the icebox. He eyed the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch, he even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee.
And now,
Grinned the Grinch.
for the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove. And then he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove.
Excuse me.
The Grinch had been caught by this tiny new daughter who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. But you know that old Grinch, he was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick.
Why, my sweet little tot.
That fake Santa Claus lied.
There's a problem with your tree. It's broke on both sides. So I'm going to take it to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and then I'll bring it back here.
And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink. And he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou went up with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. And the last thing he took was a log for their fire. On their walls he left nothing but some hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he slithered and slunk, with a smile most unpleasant, around each home, and he took every present. Feet up the side of Mount Crumpet. He rode with his load to dump it.